Right guys, Speedo time today. This little bugger here, it stops working on most of these. Normally I would have said it's the cable, but in this case, you come down this side of the bike, there's a little plastic cover on them. They're all the same for the RMRs, for the Super bikes, for the Pulse Adrenaline, for Sinus Apache and this AJS 125. But here's the cable, and normally you just undo that with a little bolt. So you get off this little bit first, okay? That's sitting there. Two screws there, slides up or down, and then there's one long screw here that connects it in here, okay? Don't try pulling it out, just do it properly. WD if it's been quite some time since it's been off, okay? And the cable just slots in there very nicely. This cable though, as you can see, is fine. And if I do that onto the Speedo, can you see it moving? There you go. So we know that the actual Speedo cable itself and the speedometer are fine. So it comes down to this little part here, which is this part. Okay, so you can imagine what you're seeing is that. The annoying thing is that I bought one, yay me, and inside it's very, very easy. It's not even technical. You know, in there's a little drive that spins round, the outer spins round and turns this round. But look, that has got a already insert in this one that's a long insert, and this one here, annoyingly, you can't see it through the hole, but there you go, it's not the same. So what's the plan? Well, I don't want to buy another one. I may have to, but I'm going to take the front wheel off and have a look inside. Maybe I can use a bit of that with a bit of that one, get it working again. You have to have a Speedo. I've seen some young lads put their iPhone on there and they've got a speedometer on there. That's not a bad idea. Even a push bike one I've seen before. Just because I don't want to take the Speedo drive off. But let me look. I mean, they're 20 odd quid, so that's annoyed me. That I bought the wrong part. Nothing I can do with it. It's my fault for ordering it. This way I said in the other videos, take it apart first. But all the diagrams still didn't show me what was inside there. So a bit annoying. Anyway, let's get this front wheel off. Again, how do you do this on this bike? Little table. These are brilliant because they've got an outer frame on them. You can't do it on a lot of plastic fairing bikes. And then the front wheel's off the floor, and it's just a simple case now of undoing this one here, taking it out. Obviously you've got to undo these, take this side off as well, undo them, and then drop the front wheel out. I've got to do the brake pads on this one anyway, and again that's really piss simple as well. So let's get on with it. The front wheel for most bikes, you have to have this little part here. Okay, this is brilliant, Oxford Durham, Halfords, and this is all your sizes for getting the front spindle off, but not for these little bikes. So you've got both covers off, nothing on that side, okay. And generally, when you're taking these off, spray WD-40 before you do it, because these rust in. Anyway, so here we go, this side. Okay, that one undoes. Okay, obviously by Allen key. And then normally this one would be a bit of a bugger, but as you can see, it just goes round and round and round and round. And that comes out ever so nicely. And then the wheel is going to drop out any minute. And then we can have a look at the Speedo drive. Quick top tip. You knew they were coming. When this drops, a bit slower, when the wheel drops, remember where the spacers are. Important. Take a picture of it if you don't remember where that spacer goes there. What goes over here. Remember, on bigger bikes there's spacers and stuff, and if you start messing up and not getting it right, you're going to really regret it. Okay? But there's the wheel dropped, and this should literally come off in my hands, and there it does. So now in a bit of daylight, I do apologise, it's a sunny day, but anyway, there, can you see that one there? That's a hole compared to this one, which is the peg out. So a little bit annoying. Now you're looking at them, you can really see some difference, can't you? That's bloody annoying. Anyway, let's see if I can play with this and see what's wrong with it. Alright, there is nothing in these two that is similar. I mean, different shape, different size. But see that bit in the middle? That's jammed. So I'm actually going to see if I can take it apart, because when I moved it a minute ago, guess what? That moved. So it might be able to refurb. This 20 quid's worth of a bugger. But that's part of doing up bikes. Yeah, let's see if I can free it all up and give it maintenance. A positive. There's nothing actually broken there. It just looks like, if you can see, It's really horrible. I reckon it's got, well, it's just cheap, crappy grease. I reckon if I use a good degreaser and cleaner, I reckon I can get this little part, because there's nothing actually physically wrong with it, cleaned up and working again. Right, so degreaser, somewhere up here I've got degreaser. Might have used carb cleaner because that will get rid of the crap. I'll give it a good wipe up first. Let's see what happens. Right guys, there we go. I said to you I do these videos so you don't have to pay it money. So why didn't someone do one for me? Anyway, there we go. Look at that. Nice and clean inside. And nice and cleanies. Goes in. And can you see now? I'm just trying to get up to the actual camera bit. Can you see it spinning round, guys? That is working perfectly, and that's before I put grease on. I'll tell you what it looked like. It looked like, back on the camera, it looked like copper grease, which is this one here. It looked like that inside. Use that for heat. No, I'm going to use proper, just ordinary grease. Alright, I'm going to smother that in there now, but look at that. That's turning absolutely beautifully, like it should do. So I'm going to clean it a bit more, and I'm going to add some nice grease in there, and that should be it done. So I've wasted 20 odd pounds on the wrong part. You know, hopefully this video will save you. Seeing it so far, so it's a bit dark in there, guys. But there, that's it done. So I'm going to make sure it's nice and clean. I did use carburetor cleaner, and then I used some degreaser, cleaned it up. But that is turning beautifully now, nice and free. So I'm going to grease it all up, put it all back together again, and hopefully Speedo works. Right guys, don't fall into the trap that I just did. Go out and buy a part that you didn't need. It's broken. I fixed it. It'd been much better if I had just paid for a new one and got the right part in the first place. When I do the speed fights and airboxes, it's quite easy because it's got a year, it's got a model, and generally, unless it's 2-pin or 3-pin, take it off first, and I wouldn't have to do it. Got a £22 part now I don't need. But proof in the pudding anyway. Let's have a look at the Speedo. And if you watch, can you see it, guys? Is it moving for you? I'm just spinning the wheel. Ready? There we go. It's only flicking up and down, but that's all it needs to do. So I managed to get it working. The little grinding noise you're hearing is the brakes. I've done loads of brake videos, so easy to do the brakes on these. Check out my videos for that. And there you go, guys. Job done, as I like to say. There's another one done here, done the carb, done the Speedo, got it wide now. Took a video for that one. Brakes, obviously, I'll do another day. Check out the links around here. I'll put the beginning one on this anyway. Check out my videos, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll keep doing them. You take care of yourselves.